think the guys who laid waste to our field...
Hey, Hey.
With our provisions running low, taking you was exactly what we needed. Now, we can maintain a foothold here for a while and plan our next move. Once our food shortage has been solved and our supply routes secured, we will be ready to take back Yan. You need to be more resolute. Otherwise, the men will be affected by your fear. We can succeed. There is no need to be nervous. When taking on a foe that is holed up in a castle, it is essential to have a force large enough to overwhelm the enemy. One needs enough soldiers to completely surround the castle and cut off all supply routes. Despair, then starvation will follow. That is the proper way to conduct a siege. Of course, it is impossible to mobilize an army large enough for such a task without sufficient rations and supplies. On the other hand, if you plan ahead and build the required supply lines, then victory is sure to follow, as sure as day follows night. Prepare the men to march. Wait for the crops to be harvested. That sort of thing. For now, we wait until the time comes for us to strike.
Lord Guojia is so... Hey, you! He's gonna be here soon, you know. Unless you take off now, you're gonna be worked to the bone, too.
That's good advice. Just go home and forget about training today.
The punishment he dealt to King's soldiers who pillaged during the fighting of Shu Province was so severe, I dare not even...
He shows no leniency in his training either, and it's about to begin now. Each session is more...
Seriously? Do you enjoy that kind of thing? I mean, I won't stop you, but it will be intense. Just don't say we didn't warn you. And don't run away crying once things start heating up, no matter what.
No one said to slacken your formations. Fix them.
Sir, yes, sir. Returning to formation.
What are you doing here mixed in with my soldiers? If you wish to partake in my drills, then join the formation properly. Time to commence the drills. Prepare yourselves. You have most impressive stamina and agility. Cultivated through many years, admirable dedication. The body and mind quickly wither if neglected. You do not fear me, do you? Surely you've heard of the rumors of my harsh treatment of Qin soldiers, stemming from a personal grudge? And you're not concerned about that in the least. My former leader, Lord Bao Xin, was slain by Yellow Turbans, who had come down from Qin Province. They say my bitterness led me to dole out harsher punishments than necessary to Qin soldiers who failed to maintain order. Pillaging is a serious offense. My judgment therein is simply a matter of course. Personal grudges and the like do not factor in whatsoever. And I must continue to ensure proper discipline moving forward as well. It is the role I play, and my very convictions require me to do so. You must keep the details of this conversation private. If the soldiers knew, they would grow lax. Come by again next time you're up for an intense challenge. I'll help you focus both your body and mind.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Looking rough.
I challenge you to battle.
Here we go. Prepare yourself.
Looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough. Time to act.
End this here.
Looking rough.
An opening.
Looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough.
That's fine.
Looking rough.
Never wait to see that power.
An opening. Now. I see you. Concentrate. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
Lord Wu Jia is so cool, isn't he? I'll never be like him, though.
Hey! Felt like talking to you for a moment. I know this place with some good food. Huh? Caught you at a bad time, have I? Did I get ahead of myself again? You see, in battles, I usually get ordered to charge head first into the enemy ranks. Now, it's gotten to be so much of a habit that, as you can see, I have trouble holding back. Complimenting me, are you? Anyway, I've been trying to find ways to make this trait of mine useful, like transporting rations more quickly and such. You can't skimp out on supplies. It can sway the tide of a battle. That's a lesson we learned when we went up against Louis Bu. Simply taking down the enemy in front of us isn't going to cut it anymore. So, I started to think about things. That being said, I still don't know how to improve the rations train. I've been trying and failing. And just when I think I have it, I fail. It's a hassle. But, funnily enough, Oh! I might have prattled on a little too long. That's what I like to hear. Time to go discuss it over. Let's go then. We're gonna eat till dawn.
That Cao fellow's been making a name for himself.
Bear witness to my power. Take that. And open that. Take this. Now, until that.
Damn rampage stops now! Looking rough. Looking rough. Time to act. Counter attack. Now. I see it. Time to act. I see it. Oh my God. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Think the guys who laid waste to
Time to act.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
I hear an irritating whelp out there. I shall to silence it.
There we go. Prepare yourselves.
Experience my stratagem, refined in
The
perfection.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Admit defeat.
I'm falling back. Sorry, I couldn't be of more assistance.
Now.
Looking rough.
All my might. Can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated.
all my might. I see it. Time to act. Now. Let's go. Done for. I see it. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
To victory. Whoa. Admit defeat.
Time to end this.
The curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Guocha is so cool, isn't he? He'll never be like...
This is the right place for good grub. Why don't we have a meal together? Food's always better with company. Great. Then it's decided. Let's eat our fill. Heck, if we're going to enjoy ourselves, might as well try out a few places, am I right? Hey now, you're a real pal, you know that? All right, let's go enjoy a night on the town. Well now, I'll take you around to a few choice eateries. That one over there is good. Same with the one on the corner. After those, we ought to take a stroll over to the edge of town. Happy to hear it. All of them are great, believe you me. And by great, I'm talking tasty, cheap spots where you can kick back and eat in peace. Oh, and they use food harvested from real nice fields. Veggies and potatoes really get tasty when people put their heads together and put in a ton of hard work on the daily. One of the higher-ups might get mad if they heard me say this, but don't you think tending to fields and warfare are kind of similar? Most definitely. You get how harrowing all of that field work can really be. I can't even imagine how hard it must be facing down the elements and disease like that. It's no joke, that's for sure. Boy, all this talking is making me hungry. Let's hurry and get to our first stop. We'll eat tons. Be thankful for the great food, then eat tons more.
See it all.
All of you, follow me! Let's march! What a nuisance. I shall deal with it.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Let's go. Amazing. You are swift.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Open.
There we go.
Get prepared.
Halt. Let us observe.
This appears to be as far as we go.
We see it all. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take the enemy by surprise and break their ranks. Charge!
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all content now. The momentum is on our side. Excellent opportunity.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
Let's end this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I apologize for my sudden and uninvited arrival. Now is just not the time to be rekindling old friendships. I have urgent affairs to discuss. Can I ask you to pledge your support for Lord Sunsa, the new leader of the Sun family? Lord Sunchen has passed, and Lord Sunsa has succeeded him. But it is nothing more than a formality. The truth is that Yuanshu now holds the reins, and the Sun family, mine. The responsibility for all this misfortune lies at my own feet. No, it's just so. Let me explain. It was I who urged Lord Sunchen to return to Changsha with the Imperial Seal just after it was found. It was I who convinced him that possession of the Imperial Seal gave him the divine right to rule. He had simply asked me what it was. And that all led to him being targeted by those treacherous lords who brought about his end. Therefore, it is my duty to restore the Sun clan to its honorable place. But as it stands, that will be no easy task. I cannot accept such kind words. It would be hypocritical of me to accept leniency from the younger generation, whom I treat with strict discipline. Like me, Huang Gai also seems to have his own regrets about Lord Sunjen's. Han Dong, being who he is, I'm sure he's getting up to something. But other than those two, you're the only one. I implore you to become the new foundation of support for Lord. Bowing my head and pleading with you like this now is all that I can do for their future.
Some way for me to get on Lord Yuanshu's good side.
officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready.
Get prepared. Whoa. All my might. Bring him down.
I see it.
Take this. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I spent everything I had on making a life.
There are plenty of marshes and rivers around.
The dawn takes on an exceptional quality in your presence. I'll admit it. You possess a strength that rivals my own. So, too, do I admit that you've shaken my faith in the absolute nature of strength. You have cause to rejoice, for I recognize your existence. My skill in battle still exceeds your own. But all of your strength has brought us on even footing. I, who cared for naught but myself, found myself desiring you. Now that battle looms on the horizon, I will await the day you become mine, for now. But once I have claimed all under heaven, I swear I shall have you as well. Oh, that will only be the beginning. I am, if anything, a man of my word. Still, I am astonished to have found something I value more than strength. So, too, am I forced to consider the merit of your beliefs, given the impact of your deeds. That being said, I have no intention of changing. I simply mean to have you, who showed me this different possibility, for my own. If you possess some ability superior to strength, I will simply become stronger, and keep that ability under my control by force. After all, they say the greatest joys are to be saved for last. No one but you has ever provoked such passion in me, and no one else ever shall. I'll have you take responsibility for that. With you around, life will never get boring, even after I've claimed this world. You'd better make it through all of this alive, for you are the only one who can offer me such amusement. If you were to die for some mundane reason, I'll drag you out of the grave myself. And don't you forget it.
The castle's imposing visage is the only thing that hasn't changed.
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we show.
I heard there's another big conflict over who will succeed Dong Zhuo.
Aha. And so we meet again. Our fates truly are linked. It's... But once I lay eyes on you, how about it? I'll tell you about how I left Cao Cao's side and became Lord Luibu's strategist. Whether you are an ally or foe, I respect you. And so, I'd be great. And here I thought you would leave before I could get a word in. Is it right to presume that your interest lies in my reasons for... Cao Cao is a great man. It cannot be denied. Truly one with the... And the subordinates he selects also possess incredible talent and wisdom. For many, there is no cause for dissatisfaction whatsoever. Under his leadership, unification of the land is a likely reality. And I have no doubt that his achievement... Cao Cao is a man who will accomplish supremacy through his own merit. It would be so simple and altogether too boring. I dream of carving my name into history myself through my own... It's fine if you're not convinced. I'm aware that I've taken quite the liberty here. Do I end up as a renowned officer that used all his knowledge to outwit Cao Cao? Or a fool who clumsily fails? In either case, the name Chen Gong will be known to the world and etched into the annals of history. That being said, I have no intention of accepting defeat. With my mind and Lord Luibu's prowess, we are certain to obtain supremacy. What say you? Ride with us and leave your mark on the... Well, it matters not. It seems that we have already chosen different paths. Those born into times of great struggle care only to live and die without the burden of regret. Watch closely, and you will see how grand my story is in the end. Shall we begin? Luibu is everything.
Officials are coming to inspect.
Did you hear about our next move? It seems we're going to Lujiang. I don't have anything against Lord Lu Kang, but do we have a choice? You're right. This is for our survival. We once had a naive belief that our struggle was a righteous one. After my father died, we all considered it a great honor to follow in his foot. But now we have Yuan Shu ordering us around like dogs. I'm starting to wonder if it's really worth it. was. My father guarded the seal with his life. We can't just toss it aside so easily. You know, I didn't come here to complain about my problems, but something about you just makes me want to talk. It's a good thing, though. You're the only one I can turn to for things like this. Thanks.
Off to battle again on another of Yuan Shu's whims. I don't think we can I've never heard anything suspicious about Lord Lu Kong. He's just managed to rile up Yuan Shu. During the attack on Shu, Yuan Shu demanded supplies from Lord Lu Kong, but he refused the order. He says this is about preventing further treachery. But it's clear. If my brother is convinced it's good for us, then so be it. But even if Shang Xiang and I are on board, without a cause worth risking their lives for, my brother knew that when he gave in to Yuan Shu's demands. So I suppose all I can do, we will take the field as warriors of the House of Sun.
Every night they're feasting up in the...
Tables turn. Time to act. Time to act.
Believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this with all my might. Whoa. Time to act. I see it. I can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
All my might. Can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, this territory is ours.